Did you write down the question? Hello? How many? Did you solve it? Did anyone get the answer? Hello? So, if a set has n elements, how many subsets will that set have? If a set has n elements, how many subsets will that set have? We had discussed it earlier, isn't it? Yes, 2 raised to n elements. Okay. So for a set with n elements, it will have 2 raised to n subsets, isn't it? So how many elements will be there for a set with n elements, for its cross product with n elements? A set A has n elements. How many elements will be there in A cross A? How many elements will be there in A cross A? How many elements will be there in A cross A? N square elements. Okay. So in A cross A, there will be n square elements. So there will be n square ordered pairs. So relations are often defined on A cross B or A cross A, isn't it? So if A has n elements, then A cross A will have n square elements. So now if A cross A has n square elements, then how many subsets will there be for A cross A? How many subsets can be formed for A cross A? How many subsets can you form for A cross A? A cross A has n square elements. So how many subsets can be there for A cross A? If a set has n elements, there will be 2 raised to n subsets. So if a set has n square elements, how many subsets will be there? How many subsets will be there? See, you said if A has n elements, there will be, yes. What is the answer? 2 raised to n square. Very good. 2 raised to n square subsets will be there. So if A cross has 2 raised to n square subsets, then the number of relations formed will be equal to 2 raised to n square, isn't it? Because we are forming relations on subsets of A cross A. So if A cross A has 2 raised to n square subsets, the number of relations will be equal to 2 raised to n square. Okay. Is it clear? See, I'm just switching on to my laptop. There is no connection here. Wait a minute, please. Wait a minute, okay? Hello? Can you see the screen now? Hello? Okay, so now you write down this, okay? Write down this answer. This is the answer to the question which I had given you. Write down the answer in your notebook. How many relations are there on a set with n elements? That is, a relation on a set A with n elements is a subset of A cross A. And that is, it will have n square elements. A cross A will have n square elements. And a set with m elements have 2 raised to n subsets, as we said earlier. So a set with n square elements will have 2 raised to n square subset, as you said, as you have given me the answer. And 2 raised to n square subsets will be there for A cross A. And therefore, you will have a total of 2 raised to n square relations on the set with n elements. And here, for the set ABC, there are 2 raised to, since there are 3 elements, there will be 2 raised to 3 square relations, and that is equal to 2 raised to 9, which is 512 relations defined on the set ABC. Okay, just write down this answer. Please write down this answer. I'll give you 1 minute. Please write down the answer. Did you hear what I said? Hello, did you hear what I said? Please write down the answer. Write down the answer. It is shared here. Please write down. Very important question. Okay. I'll give you 1 minute time. Hello, so did you write down the answer? Answer എഴുതിയെടുത്തോ നിങ്ങൾ? Hello. Answer എഴുതിയെടുത്തോ? See, answer എഴുതി കഴിഞ്ഞോ നിങ്ങൾ? Okay, it's very easy, isn't it? ഒരു set A, if it has n elements, it will have n square subsets. If A cross A, you have n square elements, so subsets will be 2 raised to n subsets ഉണ്ടാവും. So A cross A n square elements ഉള്ളതിൽ 2 raised to n square subsets ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ അത്രയും നമ്പർ ഓഫ് റിലേഷൻസ് ആണ് നമുക്ക് കിട്ടുന്നത്. കാരണം എത്ര സബ്സെറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ടോ, ഒരു റിലേഷൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് എ സബ്സെറ്റ് ഓഫ് എ ക്രോസ് എ. സോ ഒരു എത്ര നമ്പർ ഓഫ് സബ്സെറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ടോ അത്രയും നമ്പർ ഓഫ് റിലേഷൻസ് നമുക്ക് കിട്ടും. എ ക്രോസ് എയിൽ എത്ര സബ്സെറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ട്, അതിന് ഓരോ സബ്സെറ്റിനെ നമുക്ക് ഓരോ റിലേഷൻ ആക്കി മാറ്റാം. സോ എ ക്രോസ് എയിൽ 2 raised to n square സബ്സെറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത്രയും റിലേഷൻസും ഉണ്ടാവും. ഓക്കെ,
So, other example of if you have a set A, B, C, okay, one set with elements A, B, C, since it has 3 elements, A cross A will have 3 square elements. This element, the cross product of this set will have 3 square elements, and number of subsets will be 2 raised to 3 square, because number of subsets for a set is 2 raised to n. Here the number of elements is 3 square, so you will have 2 raised to 3 square subsets, and 2 raised to 3 square is 2 raised to 9, which is equal to 512. So for a set with 3 elements, you have 512 relations defined on this particular set. A set with just 3 elements will have 512 relations defined on that set. Is it clear? Is it clear? Any doubt? Hello? See, there is disturbance here, that's why I'm breaking in between. So, now, let us move on to another question. So, write down the next question. I'm not displaying the question, I'm just dictating the question. You have to write it down. So, question 1. You have to find out the answers and come in the next class, okay? First question. Question 1. If a set A, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, then write down the question. First question, if a set A, capital A, has m elements, if a set A has m elements, and a set B has n elements, if a set A has m elements, if a set A has m elements, and set B, A has m elements, and a set B has n elements, find the number of relations from A to B. Find the number of relations from A to B. This is what we discussed now. If a set A has m elements and a set B has n elements, find the number of relations. You have to find the number of relations from A to B. How will you find the number of relations from A to B? If a set A has m elements and B has n elements, how will you find the number of relations from A to B? So if a set A has m elements, then cardinal number of A is equal to m, isn't it? If a set A has m elements, then cardinal number of A is equal to m. And if the set B has n elements, then cardinal number of B is equal to n, isn't it? So what will be the cardinal number of A cross B? What will be the cardinal number of A cross B? What will be the cardinal number of A cross B? If A has m elements, B has n elements, then how many elements will be there in A cross B? How many elements will be there in A cross B? Very good, Adarsh. Mn elements. Okay. There will be, so the cardinal number, that is number of elements, is denoted by cardinal number. It is equal to Mn. So how many relations will be there? And we are defining relations are always defined on A cross B. So what will be the total number of relations? Total number of relations that is possible from A to B. What is the total number of relations that is possible from A to B? What will be the total number? Mn, is it okay? Mn is the number of elements in A cross B. So what will be the number of relations in A cross B? How many relations can be formed from A cross B? Number of relations that can be formed from A cross B. Number of relations, total number of relations is equal to the number of subsets of A cross B. Number of subsets of A cross B. What will be the number of subsets of A cross B? A cross B has mn elements. So what will be the number of subsets that can be formed in A cross B, using A cross B from the set A cross B? How many subsets can be formed? If there are n elements, how many subsets can be formed? For a set with n elements, if how many subsets can be formed? Hello. Okay, very good. 2 raised to mn subsets. So total here the cardinal number of A cross B is mn. That means number of elements in A cross B is mn. So number of relations is equal to the number of subsets. And number of subsets, the formula is 2 raised to the number of elements. Here the number of elements is mn. So 2 raised to mn is the number of relations that can be formed from A to B. Okay. So if m is equal to 3, suppose if m is equal to 3 and n is equal to 2, how many relations can be formed? If m is equal to 3, the cardinal number of A, m is equal to 3 and cardinal number of B, n is equal to 2. So how many relations? How many relations can be formed? It is equal to 2 raised to mn, and that is equal to 2 raised to 3 into 2. That is equal to 2 raised to 6. Isn't it? Isn't it? Any doubt? If A has m elements, that is, and if m is equal to 3 and B has n elements, n is equal to 2, number of relations that can be formed from A to B is equal to 2 raised to mn. And 2 raised to mn, we got it from this, that is, A cross B has mn elements. If A has m elements, B has n elements, A cross B has mn elements, and total number of subsets of A cross B will be equal to 2 raised to mn, and that will be equal to the total number of relations. And so if all these values are given, then the total number of relations that can be formed is 2 raised to 6. And now what is 2 raised to 6? It's equal to 64. Okay. Any doubt in that question? Any doubt in that question? Agarsh, is it clear? Is it clear, Adarsh? Okay, if anybody has any doubt, please ask, okay? Now, next question, write down the next question. Write down the next question. Let A and B, let A and B be two finite sets. Let A and B be two finite sets with cardinal number of B is equal to 3. If there are 4096 relations, from A to B, if there are 4096 relations from A to B, what is the cardinal number of A? What is the cardinal number of A? This is the second question, okay? So did you write down the question? Please find out the answer. I'll give you 1 minute. Please find out the answer. Let A and B be two finite sets with cardinal number of B is equal to 3. That is, the number of elements in set B is given. And also, the total number of relations is also given. So, you have to find out the number of elements in A. Number of elements in B is given. And the total number of relations is also given. You have to find out the number of elements in A. How will you do it? Just substitute in the formula. Okay, 2 raised to mn is the total number of relations, and that is given as 4096. And here m is given. Okay, value of one set is given, 3 is given. So 2 raised to 3 into n is equal to 4096. So from this you have to find the value of n. Okay. So just write this formula and stop, because again you have to write a lot. So just write, substitute this formula and stop. Okay. Did you write it down? Did you write the answer? Just write these steps and stop, okay? Did you write? Hello? Akash. Okay. Now, next question. Let, third question. Let A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to 2, 4, 5. First up, determine the following. Determine the following. Determine the following. First one, cardinal number of A cross B. Sorry, first you have to find A cross B. Okay. First you have to find A cross B. Second, you have to find second. Second, you have to find the cardinal number of A cross B. Third, find number of relations from A to B. Number of relations from A to B. Then fourth one, number of binary relations on A. Number of binary relation means a set defined on itself. Anyway, if there are two sets involved, we call it as binary relation. Then fifth one, number of relations from A to B. Number of relations from A to B that contains 5 ordered pairs. 5 ordered pairs. Number of relations from A to B that contain 5 ordered pairs. Did you write down? The next question, sixth one. Number of relations on A that contains at least 7 ordered pairs. Okay, these are the 6 questions. 6 or 7 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 6. One more question. 7th question. Number of relations okay, this is enough. So you just write down these answers, okay? So did you write down the question? Did you write down the question? It is not there in my notes. I'm just giving you now these questions. Hello. Did you write down? Okay, okay. So you have 6 questions. Given a set A and B, determine the following. You have to find first of all A cross B, cardinal number of A cross B. Then next you have to find the number of relations from A to B. Then number of binary relations on set A alone. This is from A to B. Next is on set A alone, and then number of relations from A to B that contains 5 ordered pairs. Okay, a relation from A to B that has only 5 ordered pairs. You can form any number of subsets. You can form, if there are 3 elements in A and 3 elements in B, there will be 3 into 3 elements in A cross B, and 2 raised to 3 into 3 elements will be there in total number of relation subsets will be there for A cross B, and from that you have to find those relations that has only 5 ordered pairs. Okay. Then next is the number of relations on A that contains at least 7 ordered pairs. A relation on A that contains at least 7 ordered pairs. Relation on A means you have to take A cross A and find the number of elements that can find the number of relations that contain at least 7 ordered pairs, which means you can have more than 7 ordered pairs also. Okay. So in this question, you should not list A cross A. Instead, you have to use formulas to solve. Is it clear? So try that question. If you submit the answers to me in the next class. So if you can't do it, then I will help you. Okay. So take your attendance. Number 1.
1.
Number 1. Absent. 2.
1.
See your attendance. 2. Number 2 absent. 3.
3.
Okay. 4. Absent. 4 present.
4 present.
Next, say your numbers. 5. Number 5. Absent.
6.
7.
8.
9,
10.
11,
Number 10.
12.
13.
14,
15.
16. Absent.
18.
Number 17.
19.
Okay. 18.
18.
19.
20.
21. 21. 20 present, 21 absent. 22.
22.
23,
23.
23,
24. Absent.
25,
26.
27. Absent.
28,
28.
28,
Next. 29 absent.
29,
Next, 30.
30. 31.
Next,
32.
33.
34.
34.
35.
34.
36.
34 absent.
34.
Malavika.
34.
35.
36.
37. Absent.
38.
38.
38.
Number 38. Absent. 39. 38. 39. Number 39.
40.
41.
42.
43.
45.
44 absent. Okay, 44, 45. Next.
46. 47.
48.
49.
49.
50.
51.
52.
53. 54.
55. Siddharth. Absent. 56. Absent. 57. Next. 58.
58.
59.
Next. 60. Absent. 61. 62.
63.
Okay, so absent is number 1 on the 1. Absent. 2. 4. 5. 16. 21. 22. 24. 27. 55.
Ma'am, 16%.
56. 55%.
16%.
55. ഏത് നമ്പറാ പറഞ്ഞപ്പോ ചാറ്റിൽ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്തോ ചാറ്റിൽ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്ത് ചാറ്റ് ബോക്സിൽ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഏതാന്ന് ഇനി ഇവിടെ കണക്ഷൻ ബ്രേക്ക് ആവുന്നു 55 സിദ്ധാർത്ഥ് കേട്ടില്ല
22%.
28
20.
ചാറ്റ് ബോക്സിൽ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്ത് എനിക്ക് കേൾക്കാൻ വയ്യ നമ്പർ ചാറ്റ് ബോക്സിൽ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്ത് എനിക്ക് വോയിസ് കേൾക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ല
23%.
So 55, 56, 60, that's all. ഇനി ഞാൻ ആരെങ്കിലും 60 വിഘ്നേഷ് പ്രസന്റ് ആണോ 60 അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്ത് പറഞ്ഞ 60 വിഘ്നേഷ് MC 52 present ആണ് 44 present 39 present. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പം ഞാൻ ഈ വായിച്ച നമ്പേഴ്സിൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ എന്നെ വിളിച്ച് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു.